So I thought I'd do a little video and bring you up to date on how the GR650 project is going. So as you can see, I've got some goodies here. A new headlight, new gauges. Now these gauges might be a bit of an issue, I'm not sure. That's an electric tach and stock is mechanical driven. But I got an incredible deal on these, and both the speedo and the tach with this bracket here, which will come in handy because that'll fit right over the ignition, that little hole there, and then the gauges screw into there, and then those holes on the handlebar clamps, pinch bolts, and so we'll hope that they'll work. Otherwise, I can get a new 2.5-inch mechanically driven tach. So this is a mechanical speedo, so that's good. The only problem is it doesn't have an oil light. All it's got is the neutral, the headlight, high beam, and signals. But I can always wire up a separate oil light, I guess. We'll see. Anyway, I got those dirt cheap. I mean, Amazon shipped, free shipping, $31. I mean, it's ridiculously cheap. And there's the new slip-ons, and they have a bit of a baffle in them, and there's some packing around the side of that. I have set of, because it's a rubber mounted handlebar, and this is the oversized bar clamp adapter to mount the Pro Taper. I got the Pro Taper Evo in the Adventure Bend, and I got that because I think, you know, it's going to have the right amount of height and sweep. The stock bars on this bike are swept back quite a bit, and they're higher than this by quite a margin. And I think that's better for me. So this is 1 1/8 here, and then it tapers to 7/8 out there. Front brakes are almost non-existent on this bike. It's terrible. You got to grab a real handful, and then gradually it stops. So I thought maybe the pads are contaminated, and I'll change them out for these semi-sintered formula EBC brake pads. Maybe that'll help. And I have new progressive fork springs because the forks on this bike are so soft. I mean, you think bump and you're bottoming out, you know. Now, that could be because it's lacking oil. I know it had an oil leak in the forks. Could be lots of things, but I figured, you know what, I'm going to do this. I've heard that on this bike it does make a positive difference. So, and what else we got here? We got headlight bracket, new headlight brackets for the new headlight. So yeah, it's just some of the goodies. Now I'll take you out to the garage and I'll show you a mod I'm doing on the seat. Okay, so here is the seat without its cover. Foam has been altered. I shaved down the back portion. I'll show you the stock seat. So by comparison, there's the shape of the stock seat with that duckbill 2-up portion. And there's the new shape. I wanted to go down more, in more of a curve, and then come in more, but I can't because there's too much of a rise there. I really want to use the stock seat pan if I can. I mean, it's just handy, you know, with the compartment below. It's lockable. It's lightweight, you know, a lot of advantages. At first I thought I'll cut this here completely off and then make that a single solo seat, and that would still be supported properly, and then do a tail hoop come around and then create a metal cowling that I could either fabricate or cut up. I have a spare gas tank for this bike that's dented and, you know, it's not too good. But cut up the back end of it and, you know, use that as a cowling. And then I could even put a door in it and make it lockable, hinge it, have a little compartment in there, but still. Anyway, it was going to be almost impossible without a lot of fabric, not fabric, but plastic fabrication to cut the back end of this off and have it come down properly so that you could bring the upholstery down and have a place to tack it and so forth. So anyway, I figured, well, this is a easy option. And all I'm trying to figure out now is colors. I could go with maybe, you know, a pleated black on the top portion here, and then just plain back here with some piping or something. Or I could go a little bit with a kind of a chestnut saddle brown and then some piping and then black. I'm not sure. Got to decide. So, and then what I figured I might do is cut down this grab bar, sort of cut a section out of it, weld it back down so that it's lower, more in keeping with the height of the seat now, and still give me the feature of having a grab bar and a place to tie something to, you know, put a cargo net over here, you know, if I need to pack something. Yeah, so lots of work to do. As you can see, the carbs are still out of it. I may invest in some new boots, new manifold boots. They don't look too bad, but then again, you know, I'm not really sure whether the O-ring behind them is properly sealed, so I might take them out and have a look at them. And if I figure that it warrants it, I'll just get new boots. I probably will have to replace the rectifier here, and I may replace the stator, but I'm pretty sure that one or both needs to be replaced, because when I had the bike given a once-over by a service firm, they indicated that when revving it, the voltage at the battery was only 12.4, but yet they were telling me, oh no, that's fine, but you know, I think we all know that's not fine. So kind of tells me that that may be a problem. So I might do that. Anyway, folks, that's where she sits right now. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll update you again someday soon.